Douglas was a talented football player. He was drafted into a very famous football league, but because of his wrong lifestyle, instead of starting his career, he was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison. Disappointed, devastated, wishing he could go back in time. Words could not express how Douglas felt. His life has never been the same.
So we have here a testimony of Mr. Douglas, who he has quite a story to share with us. Good day, sir. Nice to meet you, Mr.
Nice
Douglas.
to meet you.
Look, I heard that you had, a heck of a story, but I know in the beginning it wasn't always so bad. Like your upbringing, you told me was pretty good, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to us. How was your upbringing? When did you start getting into trouble?
I started getting into trouble around 17 years of age and everything. For high school, I was tearing up different things in the high school. I started selling drugs.
But let's go back before that. What about your childhood? Was it like that when you were growing up as a child? How was your childhood?
My childhood was wonderful and everything. My parents, they pretty much did everything in life that my mother, she was very strong Christian, and she always had us going to the church. And the church that we was attending back then, if I remember correctly, it was St. John Divine Baptist Church. And I also remember the deacons that was in the church. They had the Boy Scouts, and we used to have to help in the church for.
So you were involved in the church?
Oh yeah, oh yes. They had us involved in the church.
Okay.
The young men's in that church. We had to cut the lawn and help out for us cleaning the building and doing different things. And
I want to ask you a question about that. Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it.
You loved it?
I loved it.
Okay, so it's not that you didn't like being in church, because I'm asking you that because a lot of people, they think when a person starts to get in trouble and go downhill in life, it's because they just hated God, they hated church or whatever. No. But it's not that. You did like church.
I loved the church, but I never disowned or hated God.
Right.
I always took my time to try to do things, to try to get it my way, to do it my way and everything.
So what happened at 17 that sparked this change?
To spark this change, I started seeing people, that was making fast money out there. And so I got a chance to get out there. What it's like a saying, people used to say, well, you're raw oats or something. But make a long story short, I start trying to sell drugs and everything.
Hold on. I can't let you go into it yet. Look, I know you got a lot to say, but let us talk more tomorrow about that. What I want to focus on now, look at me here, friends. It doesn't mean because a kid grows up in church that automatically that assures that they're going to be with God or do well in the future. Sometimes the tables turn along the way. I want you to be with us tomorrow because he's going to talk about how he started getting involved with drugs, and he has a lot more to say. He's going to be with us during this week talking about his story. Tell someone, a friend, a family who's dealing with the same kind of problems so they can listen in tomorrow as well.
Tomorrow, Douglas will tell you how he started to get involved with drugs. Don't miss his epic story.